In just 5 months, my little Pokemon card business has grown more than I could have ever imagined. I've gone from selling cards on eBay to vending multiple shows, importing orders from Japan, and more. So by the end of this video, you'll know how August went for me, you'll know my future plans, and you'll know why the next few months are the most important yet. So with all that said, let's get to it. So if you're new here, my name is Alan from Jumpin' Jack Cards, and I've been documenting my progress on my card business on YouTube for the last 5 months. So if that's the kind of Pokemon content you're interested in, you can go and watch all my old videos and follow my journey the whole way through. But now you're here for the August review, so let's do that. So in August, I vended at 2 shows. I did the Think Nerd Pokemon Club in the Antrim Library, and I did the Pokemart pop-up in Belfast in the old Tesco building. And I have to say both events were brilliant. I've been so busy at these clubs lately, even insanely people are forming a line to get to my table and see me, which is amazing. Blows my mind that this many people want to come and see me and have the patience to wait in line. So I really appreciate that. Everybody who's supporting me, it's just amazing. It's overwhelming, really, to be honest. But it shows me again how vending at these shows is not just about getting the cards out the door and getting new cards in. It's all about the relationships and the community that I'm trying to build around my brand. I love talking to people. I wish I had more time to talk to people sometimes when there's a queue, and taking in trades and stuff like that can be tough when there's so many people around, but everybody's been super patient with me, so I'm very happy for that and very thankful for that. Seeing people's energy when they get a nice card, or a kid gets a little pack for free off me, or a card that they were after, or they want to trade in a card just to say they've done a trade. That's what it's all about for me. It's amazing. It's like you don't make any money, but that's not the point of it. It's like you're making connections and you're giving joy to these people. So it's so fulfilling. That's one of the main reasons I want to continue to vend and book more and more shows. So in terms of what I've learned about my offering at these vending shows is I need to have a lot more sort of high value cards. When I started off with the £100 budget, I was focusing on lower budget cards because that's all I could afford. And when I was going to shows with my son Jack in the past, it was like we didn't have a lot of money to be spending on cards. So the object was, how many cards can I get that are nice, that he enjoys, for as little budget as possible. So when I was starting vending, I wanted to cater to all budgets. I didn't have the money to cater to the high budget yet, but I wanted to be able to have kids or maybe people who don't have a big budget come to the show and they're able to get a nice card, or they can get a couple of 3 cards for £1, £2, £3, and that, even just having that on offer, is a big draw, I think, for me. But it's very clear that I need to start getting in some more high value cards in order to turn these around. So with that said, I want to put out a call for anybody who's looking to sell collections. I'm always looking to buy. I want to buy plenty because I have a few card shows coming up and always need singles. I'm not quite into slabs yet, but if you've got slabs, I will take a look at them. It's very handy for you to contact me before a show so that I can price up the things and make the trades basically, or the buys beforehand. You can just come in, we can agree on it, and we don't have to waste time or spend a lot of time pricing up cards if it's all done in advance. So you can contact me on Instagram or TikTok or email or whatever to sort that out. So the numbers. At the Pokemon Club at the start of this month, I ended up doing £130 in card sales, that is card payments, and I did £250 in cash. So I was happy enough with that. That's not too bad. I'm always kind of happy when I come back with stuff, because at that show I ended up buying a lot of stuff and doing a lot of trades, so there is a bit more profit made there. On Card Market this month, I did 166 in sales. At the Pokémart pop-up, I actually had a huge day. I did £400 in cash sales that day, and I also did 434 in card payments. So that was a big deal for me. I did some really good buys. I did a great buy with my friend Matthew, who also gifted me this amazing drawing, as you can hopefully see here, I'll put on the screen, of Arcanine, which is incredible. So I bought a good few cards from him, which are already gone, sold out again. And then on eBay, I did a solid £5. I sold 2 cards. I think I sold a Pokeball trainer from Prismatic, and I sold a Joltik to a guy called Gary, who actually picked it up from me at the Pokemon or the Pokemart pop-up. So great to meet him in person. It was handy to be able to just deliver it like that. But yeah, I think the numbers are looking good as we go forward. I'm happy with the numbers that I'm doing. As I said previously, it's not all about busting out huge profits for me. Everything is building. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Off the back of that, I want to announce that unfortunately or fortunately, I'm going to be ditching the £100 a month budget, because it just doesn't work for me anymore. At the start, it worked perfectly. It kept me disciplined on what I was buying. I didn't have a lot of money to put into it at the start, and I had no sales, so I wasn't able to sort of fold the money back in from the sales. But 5 months in now, I think I'm comfortable enough in doing it that the money that I make, the revenue I make, can go straight back into the business. And also, in order to grow the business to what I want it to be, especially in time for Christmas, I'm gonna have to just like put more money into it. It's just simple as that. I just have to put more money into it. And to do that, I've gotten a credit card. This is not financial advice, but I've gotten a credit card and I've put some business expenses on there, like I've bought an acrylic display case for booster packs. I've bought some booster bundles from TikTok and different places like that. I've bought, just more shipping supplies, shelves for vending. I think I'm going to have to get a bigger wagon to carry all the stuff, one of those little pull wagons. It's all these little things like lighting for future videos when it's coming into the later days now, and I'm going to have to be filming these at night. Then, I won't be able to do it without proper lighting for my videos. So it's that. I'm debating buying like a new camera setup. I'm currently using my phone, which is great, but it means I can't have my phone at shows, which isn't great. There's so many expenses involved. I also bought a roll-up banner for my table. I bought more shipping stuff. I bought a thermal printer for shipping labels, bubble wrap, envelopes, boxes. I just really need to spend to make money, and that's just the way it is. So unfortunately, the £100 budget is going. It worked for me for a long time, but now if I want to be serious about growing this and scaling this, it just has to go. A big, scary, risky thing that I did in August was put in my first orders for import from Japan. This was quite scary because you're contacting people you don't really know. I was lucky to have gotten a recommendation for this supplier in Japan, and for that reason, usually you can pay them through PayPal or Wise, and Wise has no fees, but there's no protection. But PayPal has like a 5% fee, but then you're kind of protected on the thing. So because I got the recommendation from somebody, I ended up going through the Wise route, which is quite risky. And it's risky to be wiring a lot of money over to Japan when you don't really know what you're getting back. But I have to say I've been very happy with what I've got. The communication I've got from them has been fantastic. And it's something that I'm going to continue to do and look to try and leverage as one of my main offerings. My goal with the Japanese sealed booster boxes is not necessarily to make a massive profit straight away. I'm looking to set up a website very soon and offer products on there, build my brand, build up sort of sales like that, and build up reviews. And I think in the first year of any business, if you're making profit, that's great, but you've got to be prepared to make very little. And to this date, I haven't taken a single pound out of the business for myself. Actually, that's a lie, because after one of the card shows in Antrim, I took my family into a cafe and we spent 25 quid of the money I'd made on our lunch. And I was like, look at me, I'm a millionaire, I'm making a ton of money from cards. Let's just buy a lunch. Yeah, that's not as funny as I think it is, probably. But anyway, so yeah, without any sort of English distribution, I think Japanese is my best route to getting sealed boxes to sell on my website. I want to be able to supply the local communities with Japanese sealed booster boxes. As they release earlier, they release sort of versions of their boxes a lot earlier than English, and the quality is usually better than the English. So I'm very excited to get these into people's hands. But the main goal is building a reputation for quick shipping, well-packed orders, good prices. And I think I've got the right mindset for it. I'm not chasing profits, I'm just chasing sort of business. And once I can get the business turning around, then I'll be able to make bigger decisions and scale that way. So future plans. So in addition to the sealed Japanese booster boxes, I'm going to be also offering some Japanese God packs, which I'm going to be making up the Jumpin' Jack Japanese God pack. That's a mouthful. So what I'm going to have in there is a Japanese booster pack, a God pack of 5 Japanese art rares, a pin badge, which I'm making myself, and also a few stickers that I'll throw in as well. So I'm thinking price point around £15 on those. My previous EX sort of mystery bag sold well at shows. They went for about £7 or so, which I think I was happy. £7 or £8. I can't remember what I had priced them at, but I'm happy that they all went, and nobody seemed upset. Everyone seemed happy with what they've got, so that's a success for me. So I'm going to be offering those mystery packs at shows and as well on the website when that launches. So my plan as well with the Japanese boxes is to offer pre-orders on the new sets that come in. You'll be able to buy them, and then as soon as they're out, they will ship the week after when I get them, and they'll ship from the UK. And there'll be no customs involved or VAT or anything like that you might have to get if you're buying from eBay and you're buying direct from Japan. Another thing I've really been thinking about a lot is doing box breaks or streams. I'm very apprehensive on this one because I don't know how I feel about Whatnot. I feel like you can make a fortune on there. People are buying £2 cards for £10. It's a lot of money to be made on there. I just don't know if that's the way I want to make my money. For me, I think it's an ethical sort of a consideration, and I don't want to slay people to do Whatnot because that's not what I'm doing. Anyone can do whatever they want to do their own business, but for me, I think even though you're interacting with chat and there's actually a lot more personality to it involved, it feels so disconnected for me from how I want to sell. And I realize that sounds weird because I want to sell on a website where you don't see anything, there's no interaction whatsoever. So that's disconnected from people. But I want to sell in person too. And I know Whatnot is kind of selling in person. I really don't know I can't put my finger on why I don't want to do it, but I might do some YouTube streams. A mate of mine, Kraken Dino, I'm sure a lot of you know, has done some very successful box breaks, and I was involved in the first one, and of course I got nothing as my luck, but I think he's doing them in a nice controlled way where You buy the packs in advance. You know, you're not getting hyped, you know, live hop. Like, I'm not having to say, okay, buy. Come on, guys, bid this up. I don't like that idea at all. But if I could offer like a Japanese bundle, you get 3 packs, you get a Mega Brave, you get a Symphonia, you get Glory of Team Rocket, and it might be £10 for the 3 packs or something like that. Then I would open them for you and rip and ship in those kind of terms. I think that might be something that'll be interesting. It would be a good way for me to grow the community. I think ultimately I want to start a Discord server as well and grow a community there, but I'm going to hold off on that till I think at least 500 subs on YouTube or something like that. I have to focus my mind and not be starting up a million different things at once. So a final word on the streaming, I want to offer something like a box break that's fun, fair, inclusive for the community, and everybody enjoys. So yeah, we're going to have to revisit this one, I think, and give it more thought, but it's definitely something for the future. So that's month 5. I've been vending, I've been importing from Japan, experimenting with various stuff. I've had ideas. I've done so much. This month has felt like a whirlwind to me. But it's really exciting for the future. If you've got any thoughts on the website, on what I should be offering, your thoughts on Whatnot or streaming, I'd love to hear them. I want to hear your thoughts on mystery packs, grading or graded cards, if I should be putting cards together for a graded submission to PSA or to Ace or to Beckett or something like that. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear what your experience are with those grading companies, turnaround times and whatnot. Oh, I just said whatnot. But if you want to see how this crazy journey keeps going and keeps rolling on, I'm going to have all this documented on my YouTube channel as we go through. I do vendor POVs from every show I go to. I'm going to be going to the Emerald Card Show next month, where I'm going to be doing a buyer's POV. Hopefully I can meet a lot of vendors that I've been talking to online. There's a ton of people that I speak to who are going to be vending at that show. So I'm super excited to meet them in person. And month 6 is shaping up to be massive again. So I want to give a heartfelt thanks to everybody who supported me along the way, everybody who interacts with me on Instagram, who reposts my stuff on Instagram, shares my videos, likes, watches, comments, subscribes. Everything is so important to growing the channel and growing the business. And I just still, I guess, can't really believe how big it's got for someone who started with a daft little idea to flip a few cards on eBay. It's grown into something way bigger than I really expected, and the positivity that I'm being met with is something that I hope I can be giving back to people. I just love doing this. It's so much fun. It takes up a ton of time, and I'm constantly thinking about it. So I'm tired all the time. But I want to also say, if you're thinking of doing this and following something like my journey, you can do it. But you need to know, be prepared for how long it's going to take. It's going to take a ton of time. It's like a constant thing in the back of my mind. Oh, I need to do this video. This one's like 3 weeks late already. So it's like I need to get something out on social media. I need to get out something on the video. I need to be sharing stuff. I need to be posting about this. I need to be looking to buy cards. There's a lot to it for a one-man show, but it's very, very fulfilling when I can interact with all of you. So I'm rambling now, but thanks very much to everybody again. See you next time. Plenty more to come. Bye-bye.